Hey everybody, Spiral Sigil here, and welcome to the Heroes 2.0 beta public test realm whatever thing. It looks awesome. They just announced this today, and so I came home, I downloaded the PTR, which for someone like me who makes videos of this, I should have had that already. I'm an idiot. What can I say? But I wanted to give this whole thing a shot, check out all the things we're going to be adding into the game, because I am excited as hell. Like, holy crap, I am shaking with excitement for all the stuff they're going to be throwing into the game. I love it. Alright, so just looking at the main interface here, I'm already noticing a few changes, such as gold is no longer under the portrait. Now, like, your stim pack, your first one of the day, your stacked XP bonuses, they're all displayed under your portrait. I don't have any portraits right now. Your gold and the new currencies are up here, so I guess we'll start with that. That's a big thing here. So currencies, real money doesn't seem to factor into it anymore, besides getting gems. I can't click on that yet. Oh, gems can only be acquired in the PTR by a repeatable quest. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there is actually a quest for that already. So yeah, it looks like real money currency is being swapped out for gems, so I'm assuming what they're going to have is you can buy gems and then use those gems to buy things. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't like that. Like, that's just going to jip us out of our money. Here's my thought. I think Blizzard finally wisened up and realized that other MOBAs already do this. Like, League of Legends has RP. They have Riot Points. And that works simply because, like, the way I look at this long term, because I don't know if they've announced this yet, I look at this as a gifting system that Heroes desperately needs. Because one of the best arguments I've heard against why they already don't have a gifting system for heroes, like, oh, my friend just started, I want to give him this hero, or I'd like to buy them that skin for Christmas or something. They don't have that. And I think the main reason I've heard explained is the fact that they the currency exchanges are so different. So you'd actually be able to exploit it in a number of ways with, like, very minimal effort, really, by jumping between servers and like parts of the world, or just having someone in a different part of the world sign on and send you something. Like, it would be an easy exploit. With something like this, with the middle ground of, like, RP or gems, will you finish downloading already? Seriously. With a middle ground like that, they can easily monitor it and make it so there's no downside. Like, you've already spent your dedicated $20, so here is your $20 amount of gems. Use that for whatever you want. You want to send a gift to somebody? Do it. You want to buy something for yourself? Do that. That's what I see happening as a result of this. So I am all for it. All for it. Because there's a bunch of skins where I would have loved to have given them to people, and I can't. I have to sign into their computer, essentially, to do it. The other currency is now shards, which, again, I think LoL already has those as well. But basically, if you start getting duplicates in the newly created loot chests, we'll get to that, then you get shards, and you can use those to craft other things, which is nice, because I know a lot of people out there already have all the heroes. They probably already have all the skins they want. Like, there's probably not much else they really want. For me, I'm almost at the point of having all the heroes. So if I start pulling other heroes out of loot chests that I already have, I'm going to be pissed. So the fact that, like in Hearthstone, it already gets ground into something that's a renewable resource to craft other stuff, I am all for that, because it prevents so much, like, stress. It prevents so much issues, or so many issues with a system like this, where otherwise it's like, oh, you can randomly get Uther. I already have Uther. I already have him. Or you could get Li Ming. My Li Ming's level 10. I don't need another Li Ming. I would love many Li Mings, but I could only have one Li Ming. So, what can you do, right? All right. If you've been watching the little chat go down here, people have been spamming this new emoji thing, which is another thing that you're able to buy now. So you can buy, like, sets of emojis for certain characters. That's something I'm actually nervous about, because even in, like, the trailer for this, they showed, like, what did they say? Like, you'll never know when that silly Alarak emoji is going to come in handy, and it shows someone spamming it in the chat. That is going to happen. And my only hope is there's a separate option. Actually, I guess we can take a quick look right now. I don't think there's going to be, though. Social. Is there a way to turn off emojis? Why would I ever want that on? No, I don't see it. So that's something that's going to need to come on there, is just specifically blocking emojis. Otherwise, when people start doing that, you're going to have to block them entirely. That leads to less communication and headaches and losses, and yeah. So Blizzard, please put that in, because I already see it being a problem. Before we start going through the new tabs, let's check out the new status menu. Most played now has a 4th slot, which is interesting because mine has always been Murky, Li Ming, and Tracer, so I'm really curious who my number 4 spot is, so I'm down for that. Player level is now dictated entirely by your total hero level, instead of just being a, let's just say it as it is, 40, because everyone's level 40, and everyone's been level 40 since like 4 days after playing this game. So that's good. I'm kind of hoping they start giving other, like the games played as, like they do more with that, because I've got just a 0 for my multi-class, and until they add someone other than Varian, it's gonna kind of stay 0. It would actually be kind of cool if these had, like, if these weren't, like, just like a bar graph or something, but if they were, like a little rotating model of the hero you were the best with or something. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. My progression, this is all explained here, so... This, let's see, right here, this is another thing that people are already worried about, and Blizzard hasn't directly stated anything yet, where if you will be essentially back paid for all the work you've done. Like, for instance, my character, like, I've got a count level of 40, and I've got 4 characters at level 10, a few at level 9, a few at level 8, and almost everybody's at 5. That'll give me a pretty decent starting chunk of a player level. Will I get all of these rewards? Will I get 1,000 gems for having 5 levels ages ago? Will I get a loot chest for 5 levels ago ages ago? I think I will. That's the thing, is a lot of people are already being like, they're gonna rip us off. Screw this, they're gonna rip us off. It's bullshit. I don't think they will. Now, granted, a week from now, I could be sitting here going, wow, they did it. But I'm gonna give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt. They're a good company. They know what they're doing. They've got their heads screwed on right. They're still successful, and they've only got like six big franchises going for them. That's saying a lot. So I don't think they're going to jerk us around. Now, if they do, it's not that big of a deal, guys. Like, yes, you will almost, like, you can make the argument that, oh, I'm better off just making a new account then and getting all the rewards as they come. Who cares? You're going to be playing the game anyway. You're going to be having fun anyway. If you're trying to min-max everything that you feel is owed to you by a company that's still giving you a game that is free, then you've already got your head screwed on wrong. I'm sorry, but you do. Like, the game is still going to play the same. It's still going to be fun. It's still going to be, like, as team-oriented as it's always been. The gameplay itself has not changed. It's just the stuff going into the surrounding area of gameplay. All the micromanaging, all of the skins, all the cosmetics, all the extra stuff that someone who's just playing the game for the game itself probably won't care about to begin with. And so if they choose not to back pay everybody on this, or they just give them, like, lesser rewards, like, oh, well, it's pointless to give them all this extra stuff because they've already earned it, blah, blah, blah. Give them, like, a set amount and go with that. Take what you can get. Because you know what? You're still going to keep playing. And if you quit over that, I didn't want to play with you anyway. Because you're a baby. I don't play with babies. Alright, go to the roster. Alright, the roster's now been changed quite a bit here. It still has, like, the sorting mechanic, which I like. You can still sort your favorites. I kind of question what they consider mastered. Is that just level 10? Because there's no max level anymore. So, is that level 10? I don't know. Let's just randomly click on somebody here. You can check them out. Okay, so rather than having, holy shit, sorry, but the master portrait requires level 15? I just lost like 4 portraits. Damn! Maybe more than that, actually. I had a couple of 9s. But rather than having all that, you have, like... I don't know, I like this new layout better, because after level 10, you didn't really have any incentive to go any higher. Like, 15 and 20 got you 500 gold apiece. Big freaking whoop. Do you know how long it took to get to those levels? I've also heard they smoothed out the leveling... the EXP required to get to those higher levels, so that's really good, because 8 to 9 and 9 to 10 were huge. They were like climbing a mountain of EXP to get to the next level. It was insane. And even from there, I don't have anything over 10 because it's impossible to break out of 10. So if they fix that properly, more power to them. I do like how there's a KDA ratio. I thought that was always something that people in LoL really cared about, but hey, what can you do, right? Match history, I don't have anything, so I've got nothing for that. Statistics, highest win rate as. I would honestly just like just straight up, why is there not just like a most played start to finish here? That's what I want to see, is like just like a selectable option for most played start to finish, because back when I was working on hell, I think it was Diablo Spotlight. I was wondering, I was like looking through all my stats going like, is there a way to check that? Because he's not in my top 3 games. Or he's not my top 3 played hero, so I wasn't sure how to check him. So I'd like to see that. Alright, check out the loadout menu. This is another really big thing. So rather than having each skin have 3 different colors, now each one is its own thing, which I'm debatable on. Like, in one hand, like, that essentially gives characters with less skins more skins, in a way. And if you don't care about a certain color, like, say you want Uther's 3rd color variation, but you don't care about his 2nd one, you're never going to use that. Then who cares? Like, you're never going to want that. But in this case, you could just craft the 3rd skin, and you don't need to worry about number 2. You can skip it entirely. So, on the one hand, there's that. On the other hand, this is where I'll say the people who think Blizzard might be gouging us on stuff, they might have a leg up on, like, a leg up in the argument. They might have some ground to stand on. So, like I said, it's back and it's forth. It's both things. But I'm okay with this. I'm not an advocate for change's sake. Like, you don't change things just for the sake of having something different. You change it for a reason. They were changing the UI and the loadout menu anyway to add all this new stuff in. If they wanted to make this change, if it works out in the long run, cool. Why do I... Oh, it's scrolled down. Okay. I was like, why do I only see one medic Uther? Mounts. Seems like all the different colors of horses are in here, too. Can we get, like, some more colors for the Flames of Judgment? I mean, we already get the crappier mount, so that's all I'm going to say on that. I do like... Now, this is one thing I really like here, is that they have sorting methods for the mounts, because I like that. Plus, maybe I can unlock the fart without... Like, I could just craft the fart, because I didn't want to buy the bundle to get my fart cloud, and now I can just craft it. Like, that's awesome. Thank you, Blizzard. That's what I want. I wanted my fart cloud, and I couldn't have it before, so I was disappointed. That's cool. Banners, that's new. I am very glad that in the trailer they announced that these are like an automatic thing. Like you capture a camp, you get an objective, you take down a keep, your banner hits. It's automatic, you don't drop it yourself. That's okay with me. Because one, Varian already has a skill that drops the banner, so you'd be confusing players. Like, some players, like newer players. Maybe not people who are like, they see Varian all the time, so they're like, that's a Varian banner, that's a bragging banner. Like, that's fine. But you don't want to, in a hectic fight, you don't want to confuse players, and you don't want to give them a reason to be confused. And the other reason is it's grandstanding. And that is my problem with tags, where you can spray things. Like, Overwatch has this, like, most first-person shooters, like, I think CSGO has this. I know a lot of those other, like, Call of Duty-esque games. I'm actually having trouble thinking of, like, the main ones that come to mind. But a lot of those have tags, and it's a dick measuring contest. That's all it is you're basically being like, I win. Check it. That's my EP right there. That's what it is. Now, some people aren't going to use it for that. Some people are going to do it for, like, silly little things here. But I guarantee you, like, the moment this goes live and I start getting more footage for spotlights and stuff, you're going to see these things appearing in all my damn videos. And it's not even going to be through my own fault, because I'm not going to be able to control whether or not people are doing these. And it's really annoying. But at the same time, I don't see Blizzard implementing a system to shut them off, because that's essentially taking people's money and being like, and now you get nothing for it, because nobody will ever see it, because everyone has it disabled. So, it might be something they'll have to tone down and down the line. Like, maybe give it a cooldown. I'm also not sure how they're going to work this in. Like, maybe you have to key prompt it to something. I'm like, before I started working at Spotlights, I didn't even know there was a hotkey for dancing. I had to look that up. So, who knows? Either way, fan of banners, not a fan of tags. The announcer thing, I don't really see a lot of point for. I've never had a problem with the default announcer, so I probably won't be going too heavy into this until they start giving, like, certain characters, like, more characters' voices. Like, they do have a wide selection of them, like Butcher, Diablo, Nazeebu, Zeratul, Hammer, Abathur, like, shit tons of Warcraft characters. What the hell does Murky add in an announcer pack? He just makes squishy noises and goes, I don't know. But either way, it's a cool idea, and a lot of other Blizzard games are doing this. I know StarCraft is constantly advertising their announcer packs on, like, Facebook and things like that. So, again, I'm not opposed to the idea of other announcer packs. But some of them, I don't understand what you get out of them. And the Brightwing one is going to give me nightmares for a week. So thank you for that. Although, biggest injustice of all, no, I don't see a Jaina. So, where is my Laura Bailey? Where is it, Blizzard? Where? I need it. Give it to me. And last, I don't really know what this is. The voice lines. They briefly touched on it, but is this something you have to, like, click a button to taunt with? Because if it is, I'm giving that the same grade I gave the tags. I don't like it, because people will be spamming it non-stop. And I also don't see an option in the social menu for turning that off. So, that'll be annoying. If it's not, and it only plays, like, say, you get a kill and your character was going to say something anyway, this replaces that line, I'm okay with that. Because then you have a little bit more customization over your character. I'm okay with that. But, like, if you've played enough of Overwatch, you've seen that people will spam their tags and they'll spam their voice lines like freaking crazy. And it gets annoying. Actually, no, I got a better example for you. If you've ever played, it's one of the later Mario Party games, by like 6 to 10, we'll say. It's one of those 4. There's one where you can buy voice lines for the characters, and by clicking R, you say that voice line. There's no cooldown on that. You can literally have Yoshi go, Yoshi, 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 Yoshi. You see how annoying that is? Try playing with that with no option to turn it off. Once you bought it, you were committed. If this becomes that, I will have a huge problem with that, because it's going to be really, really annoying. So, again, might be looking too heavy into this. Hopefully I am. Alright, the collection. So, they've added a ton of new things to the collection. First off, there's a new hero coming out, and I am already stoked for that because I looked at her trailer. I already have ideas for her spotlight. So the moment she goes, like, fully live, like, obviously I could earn enough gold to buy her in the PTR here. Actually, I could do that by doing the quest, really. Get 850, buy her for 750. But I'm not going to worry about that. I will start working on material for her now, and then record footage for her the moment she's actually fully out, and go from there. But I already have ideas for Cassia. I'm excited as fuck. Alright, so, like, heroes, you can sort them through this, make it very easy to figure out, like, I want to play a support today. Okay, who do I want? Scroll through the list. I like that. Skins. Rather than being, like, a generic skin pile, you can look at every single Arthas skin, for example, which is really, really handy. Every Oriel, every Asmodan. Some of the textures are popping in really late, which is weird. See if I can keep doing that. Yeah, watch them when I click on them. They're like all goopy and like made of jello for like a tenth of a second. It's weird, but kind of cool. Oh god, that's creepy. Why would you start with Violent Flying Monkey Brightwing? Ugh. On the mounts. Hero-specific mounts, that's kind of cool. I do like how you just start with them. Oh man, I didn't realize that Bat Transformation Kerrigan was adorable. Magical mounts, yes, I'm gonna buy my Fart Cloud. Mechanical. I do kind of wonder if, like, for a set amount of time, if they'll be bringing, like, certain locked-off mounts back in here, because I would really like a shot at buying the Treasure Goblin that I keep missing out on. I don't know why. I always seem to take a break around Halloween. Buying banners for things, which, again, I've already set my piece on banners. Sprays, same thing. And I get, like, these I like. These stylized ones are like, oh my god, Jaina is fucking adorable. I take back everything I said about sprays. I need that. I need that in my life. Announcer packs, already went over that. Voice lines.
Bow down.
Wow. Sophisticated. You can buy the emoji packs for certain characters. The Anubarak one is kind of creepy looking. Wait, yeah, I take it back. The Arthas one is kind of cool. That's cool. Although he does kind of look like, what was that show from like the 80s, Samurai Pizza Cats? He kind of looks like one of them. Oh, you can buy portraits? Or is this just oh no, this is just telling me which portraits I have. Okay. Man, it's gonna be a bitch to get now, getting level 15, because that means I just lost all my master portraits. Not that I had a lot, but, I like these. I like the fact that they're doing a lot of these ones here. Because, oh my god, that Tracer one. Oh, daddy-like. So, yeah, there is a lot of cool stuff they've added here. They're adding in... Oh, you can buy stim packs for gold and EXP. Wait, that did it already. What the hell? I'm confused. What's the difference between this one and this one? Am confused. Oh, what's the deal with you? Oh, that's a year stim pack. Wow, I can read. Oh, you know what? This is because I own it, and that otherwise this should just be a column of 3. That's what it is. Okay. Why not just have the same picture side by side and then have like a little check mark on it if I already have one? Like, I don't get it. Whatever. Going to the loot tab over here. We have loot chests, and again, like I said, I've already set my piece on loot chests, but I'll go into a little bit more here. I like the idea. I like the reward system. I like the incentive to be like, I'm playing games for more than just the sake of playing them. And that's weird when I already bitched about people being like, oh, they're entitled little babies, you should be playing it for the fun of it. That's fine. But the more and more I play games, the older I get, the more incentive I want to do anything. I need a lot of incentive to get up off the couch sometimes, just to put things into perspective. So, giving me more and more rewards just for playing for fun, that is hitting all the right buttons. And yes, I can easily see this being as problematic as their Overwatch one, where 9 times out of 10 your loot boxes will contain nothing but freaking voice lines that you don't want in the first place for characters you don't play as. I can see that happening. It's a lot like opening a booster pack in cards, or in Hearthstone, where you get a lot of cards that are exactly the freaking same. Thankfully, they've already gone ahead and made the shard system, so if you start getting crap you don't want, or if you start getting duplicates, more importantly, you will be compensated for it. So, not the end of the world. And, yeah, that's all I gotta say about loot. Like, I'm all for it. Anything that basically gives us a more variety to do with the game, what we're already doing with it, I'm down for. I'm assuming the watch system looks exactly the freaking same. Okay, I didn't think they were gonna change that. It looks like I have all my heroes, but they're level 1 again. Whatever. I guess I should play a couple of games in this. But, yeah, considering it doesn't look like the gameplay at all has changed, I'm probably going to leave it at that for the time being. So, again, if you are excited, or even if you're not excited about the new UI and, like, the new 2.0 heroes, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you're enjoying. Let me know what you're excited about. Let me know what you're afraid of. Because you know my thoughts on it all now. I'm mostly excited. There's like 1 or 2 little sticking points, but for the most part, this is a step in the right direction, and I'm excited to play it. So, yeah. See you in the Nexus. I need that Jaina tag. I need it. I need it.